Today we're busting 4 myths about Croatian. Croatian is written the exact alphabet you're reading right now. It is spelled precisely how it sounds, no exceptions. And once you've learned it, you can travel from Zagreb to Sarajevo and to Belgrade and to be understood the entire way. And yet, the Foreign Service Institute officially rates Croatian as one of the more complex foreign languages for English speakers to learn. Up there with languages that use entirely unfamiliar scripts. So which one is it? Is Croatian a linguistic wall, or is it the most quietly efficient language you can possibly learn? Today we're busting 4 myths about Croatian. The alphabet that isn't actually scary, the dialects that confuse even Croatian, the language that quietly unlocks 3 other countries, and the case system that's less than a wall than a shortcut. By the end, you'll see why Croatian might be the most efficient hard language you will ever learn. Welcome to Ling. Learn hard languages easily. If you're an English speaker eyeing Croatian, maybe for the Adriatic coast, a Croatian friend, or just the challenge of learning something officially labeled complex, this is where we separate real difficulty from just reputation. Croatian belongs to the Slavic language family, one of 12, alongside Bulgarian, Russian, Polish, and more. The FCI really does list it among the tougher languages for English speakers. But tougher doesn't mean impossible. And here is a fun fact to hold on to while we work through this. You can actually learn Croatian and its closely related neighbor languages side by side, because they're similar enough in nature that studying one actually reinforces the others. Keep that in mind. It matters a lot more than you'd expect by myth 3. And one more thing before we dive in. How hard any language feels always comes down to 2 things. First, the language itself. Second, how much time you actually put in. 5 minutes a day gets you somewhere very different than 5 hours a day. Keep that in mind as we go through what's genuinely difficult about Croatian versus what's just reputation. First myth. Croatian's alphabet is intimidating and hard to read. Croatian uses Guy's Latin alphabet, the same base alphabet you're reading this sentence in, just with a handful of accented letters added for extra sounds. But there is no new writing system to learn from scratch. And here's genuinely good news for English speakers. Croatian is a phonetic language. Once you learn how each letter is pronounced individually, that pronunciation stays fixed. Every time in every word. Compare that to English, where read can rhyme with either read or read depending on the sentence. And though tough and through don't even follow the same pattern, despite looking related. Croatian doesn't play that game. Learn the letter sound rules once and you can pronounce virtually any Croatian word you see, even ones you've never encountered before. There is no moment of hesitation the way there is in English, where you sometimes have to already know a word to know how it's said. In Croatian, seeing the word is enough. Reality. The alphabet is Latin-based and fully phonetic. The FCI's difficulty rating isn't about the alphabet or about the pronunciation. It's coming from somewhere else, which we'll get to. Next myth. Learn Croatian and you will understand everyone in Croatia. Here is the honest part. Not immediately. Croatia officially recognizes 3 dialects: Štokavian, Čajkavian, and Kajkavian, and they differ enough that Croatians from different regions sometimes struggle to understand each other. In fact, some of Croatia's own regional dialects differ from each other more than standard Croatian differs from standard Bosnian. One of the more surprising things linguists point out about this language. Croatia packs a lot of geographic diversity into a very small country. Coasts, islands, mountains, and that diversity shows up in speech too. But let's reframe that. The Croatian you will actually learn, the version that is taught in courses used in media, schools, and national businesses, that is standard Croatian, built on the Štokavian dialect base. That's the version that works everywhere in the country, for everyday communication. For example, the same way standard English can get you through UK, US, and Australia, despite hundreds of regional accents that lie underneath it. This is worth knowing too. The modern split between Croatian, Serbian, and Bosnian as separate official languages is fairly recent. All three descend from the standardized Serbo-Croatian that was used across Yugoslavia in the 20th century. And it was actually the breakup of Yugoslavia that happened in the 1990s that formalized each into its own standardized language, with its own grammar policies and dictionaries. So some of what feels like fragmentation is as much as about national identity and history as it is about actual linguistic difference. So in reality, real regional variation does exist, and even locals notice it. But the standard language you're taught is the one that functions nationwide. Next myth: learning Croatian only helps you in Croatia. Here is where Croatian quietly becomes one of the most efficient language investments you can make. Serbian, Croatian, and Bosnian all descend from the same Shtokavian dialect base, specifically its Eastern Herzegovinian subdialect, which also underpins Standard Montenegrin. They share over 90% of their vocabulary. And, as we said, linguists have found that the mutual intelligibility between these three standard languages is actually higher than what typically exists between, for example, standard variations of English, French, or Spanish. Think about that as an English speaker. Standard American and Standard British English have real gaps in vocabulary, spelling, grammar. Croatian, Serbian, and Bosnian speakers cross those gaps more easily than that, despite being three officially separate languages in three separate countries. Here is what that looks like day to day. The languages differ mainly in script and vocabulary flavor. Croatians stick to the Latin alphabet, while in Serbia and Bosnia both Cyrillic and Latin are used. Croatian tends to build new words from Slavic roots instead of borrowing, drawing historically more from Hungarian, German, and Italian. Serbian, on the other hand, leads more in Turkish and Greek loanwords. Bosnian carries the heaviest Turkish, Persian, and Arabic influence of the three, the legacy of its Ottoman history. So occasionally Croatian and Serbian will use two completely different words for the same everyday concept, where Croatian has constructed its own Slavic root term instead of adopting a foreign one. It is a genuine difference, but it is more a vocabulary quirk, not a comprehension barrier. Context carries you through it every time. So in reality, real regional variation does exist, and even locals notice it. But the standard language you're taught is the one that functions nationwide. None of that blocks understanding. A Croatian speaker can hold a full conversation with a Serbian or Bosnian speaker without switching languages or reaching for a translator. Even the pronunciation, which sounds like it should be a bigger obstacle, mostly comes down to one recurring vowel swap. Croatian and Bosnian say milk as mlijeko, while Serbian says mleko. Once you notice that pattern, it stops being confusing and starts being predictable. And practically speaking, the core vocabulary for greetings, numbers, food, and daily basics is nearly identical across all three. So speak standard Croatian in Serbia and people will understand you just fine, and vice versa. The only real adjustment is the script. Croatia runs entirely on the Latin alphabet you already know, while Serbia uses both Cyrillic and Latin. So reality, learning Croatian builds comprehension across Croatia, Bosnia, Serbia, and functionally Montenegro too, so 4 countries from one investment of study time. Next myth is this: Croatian's case system will stop you from ever speaking naturally. Here is the honest truth. Croatian does have 7 grammatical cases. And yes, that is a real learning curve. There is no getting around the fact that this takes a genuine effort. But some context does help. Estonian, for comparison, has 14. 7 is demanding, but it's not extreme. And by the way, cases aren't purely an obstacle, they're actually doing real grammatical work. Each case ending actually signals a word's role in the sentence. It gives you the context clues about who is doing what to whom, often before you've even finished hearing the sentence. Once the endings click, they make sentences easier to parse by ear, not harder. You're not relying purely on word order the way English does. It's just a different tool for the same job. English uses position to show meaning, and Croatian uses endings. Neither is harder in principle, just unfamiliar at first. So reality, 7 cases is a genuine challenge, and it is worth naming honestly. But cases function as built-in context, not just senseless memorization. So let's recap. Croatian's alphabet is not the problem. It's phonetic and it's built on letters you already know. The dialects are real, but the standard language you will learn works nationwide. The case system, it is a genuine challenge, but it's functional, not senseless. And the biggest myth of all, that Croatian only unlocks one country. That's the most word-busting. So if you learn Croatian, you're most of the way to understanding Serbian, Bosnian, and Montenegrin too. So is Croatian hard? Some parts genuinely are, and we aren't hiding that. But hard doesn't mean joyless. It opens the door to meaningful connections and experiences you wouldn't otherwise have, across 4 countries instead of just one. Here is one practical tip before you start. Listen to audio from whichever country you're most drawn to first. Pronunciation habits and word preferences do shift slightly by country, and training your ear on real native speech early pays off, no matter which of the 3 you end up speaking most. If you're ready to start, the Ling app has structured Croatian courses with native speaker audio, real-life dialogues, and gamified lessons. And because of everything we just covered, you can branch into Serbian or Bosnian from that same foundation, whenever you're ready. Link is below. See you in the next one.